Welcome back to another episode of the Adventures of FoxFoil. Today I have some exciting things planned, but before we get into that, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And with that, let's go ahead and get started with the episode. We are back after being away for a little while, and we are starting out in the Nether hub where we were working on the bartering room in the last episode, and I've been busy working on getting a few of the odds and ends finished up that we didn't get done in the last episode. So if we head over here to where the storage system is, you can see I have the items in all of the item frames. So that's all finished up. So now we know where our items are. We can go over and we can just find out exactly what we need right here. And all of these chests have the items. I've also got the sorting system all worked out. These buttons right here down in the front are just to help prevent spawns of the piglins from coming in. So that way we can stay nice and safe in this room. But the storage system is all set up. And then if we go into the back, you'll be able to see I've been working on the items sorting system by having these elevators for each station. And whereas before we just had one, we now have 2 elevators for each station, and that's going to work out a lot better. And hold on, we've got a piglin interrupting our intro here. Come on, dude, I'm trying to work. And there we go. Okay, so as I was saying, I've got both of these elevators for each station, and we have the lines going right into that chest there. And I think that that's going to work out a lot better. And if we come back here to where the sorting system is, you'll be able to see the backlog that was created because it was just too many items coming in, and I've already been working on getting it cleared up because it just goes all the way back here. I mean, we've got all these items just sitting, and that chest used to be full, but that's all done. And so I think it's a lot better to have that because we'll be able to clear up this system. And I think actually if we go back here, we can see how far the backlog went from just like 15 minutes of running the system. It was just right there. And so it's a lot better to have this thing all going along much faster. So that's what I've been working on in between episodes. And I think that that's going to be good because we won't have the backlog getting stuck right here. And so I think all of that's ready to go. And so if we head back into the main room, the next thing that we need to do is work on our portals because our portals are not currently linked up correctly. And I can't make that jump. Okay. And here we go. Nope, still can't do it. Okay, well, let's get back to the main room. The next thing that we need to do is fix our portals because when we built this room, the portals to the nether roof became unlinked, and so it's been hard to get to our gold farm. So if we check the coordinates, we can see here that this portal is at -5 and 92. So we need to go through and check where this one is. Now, if you divide by 8, we should be able to get, or actually multiply it by 8, we should be able to get to where we need to go. And I'm not sure why I have all these blocks lying around here. Must have been from when I built the stairs. Okay, but if we check the coordinates, we see we need to move this portal. So what I'm going to do is break the portal down, and then I'll get it moved over to the correct spot. I've moved the portal over here, and it was only a few blocks that it needed to go, and it's all set. Now, the next thing that we need to do is check the portal up here because this one is where the problem has actually been, where this portal, instead of linking up with the portal on the nether roof, is linking up with the portal in the bartering room, which of course is not where we want it to be because then we can't get to our gold farm. So if we head up here, I've moved this portal up further from where it used to be. And let me just break these blocks here and we can check out where it is. But when we go through, we go right through and into the bartering room instead of into the nether roof. So what we need to do is get some ender pearls because right now we need it to not link up with this portal here and instead get to the roof. So let's head over here. We'll get some ender pearls and then we can head up to the nether roof and figure out where that portal is and the coordinates so we can get them linked up correctly. We've got the portals all linked up correctly now, and if we head through here, we should see the nether roof, and yes, perfect. This is exactly where we need to be. Our gold farm is right up there somewhere, and if we head back through, it should link up to the one in the overworld at the top instead of the one at the bottom, and yes. All right, so we have that fixed. Now we can be ready to get started with our next project. So let's head down and then we can get back to our nether hub. And once we're in our nether hub, we'll head back to our main base. Whoa! What was that? Again, with the vision of a dragon. And, that was... Last time it was when we were sleeping that we saw that. And now, going through the Nether portal, we see it there too. I think that we need to do something about that. I'm going to need to think about it because that's just... we don't want to see that every time we go through another portal. Okay, well, that changes everything. We need to plan out what we're going to do next because that is going to need to be taken care of. Let's get out and let's think about what we can do. I've been thinking about it as I was going around collecting resources from our farms, and I think that the answer to our problem is that we need to go to the only place where a dragon is located, and that would be in the end dimension. But to get there, we need to find an end portal, and to find the end portal, we need to find a stronghold. So let's put our poppies in here so they can be composted up, and then we need to get some resources together so that we can set out on a journey to find the nearest stronghold. I think I have almost everything ready to go. The last thing that we need to do is to create some eyes of ender. So if we grab some of our ender pearls here, I think about 2 stacks should be enough. And then that should be good. And then let's get some blaze rods here. So we just need 16 of those. And so let's see. Leave 1 in there. And we can craft up some eyes of ender. So we need to create some blaze powder and then put the blaze powder in, put the ender pearls. And that's 1. And 2, so I think 32 should be enough to get us to a stronghold. So let's get that in there. And then as you can see, let's head over to our ender chest. Right over, no, it's not over here. It's over the side. If we check our ender chest, we have everything that we need for our journey. So we are all set to get going. What's going to happen next? Well, that is what we are going to find out in the next episode. But before we end today's episode, what I wanted to do was show you a time lapse of me building this reimagined stronghold. So with that, let's go ahead and start the time lapse. That's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been great having you here. I look forward to seeing you next time. But until then, see you later.